Ah, yes, the attitude of a superhero.
Hello, I started this gangster shit. Just the motherfucking thanks I get. Hello, I started this gangster shit. And this the motherfucking thanks I get. Hello.
Hey, alright, if you're enjoying the content, please take a minute to hit that subscribe button. Join us. Thanks. Aw, sookie now. It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm Ethan Van Sciver, 26-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan, and your friend, as we turn this channel, which used to be about Star Wars, Cyberfrog, Comicsgate, drawing, into a full-time Captain Marvel channel. Why? I don't want to do this. You know, I just uploaded a video about Brie Larson and Captain Marvel not 3 hours ago, and people are still enjoying it. Right now, they're still enjoying it. It's called Soy Boys Rise Up in Anger over my Captain Marvel challenge video. And it's pretty good. It's doing fine. But even now, at this moment, already, Twitter is erupting into requests for me to actually talk about Brie Larson again. Once again, because this woman cannot stop saying stupid, mean-spirited, tone-deaf, bigoted things as she embarks on the press trail for Captain Marvel, which opens March 8th. Okay, she's ruining it. I mean, Disney has to see her as a liability at this point. She is a whack job. She's a complete whack job. And look at this. Here's what she says. Brie Larson isn't letting her Captain Marvel press tour be overwhelmingly white and male. Brian Stelter, BTFO'd. Sorry, pal, you don't get to cover Brie Larson. Okay, I know that was something that you dreamt of. Most people dream of getting to ask this incredible woman questions and write articles about her, glowing praise, put her on TV. Everybody wants to do that, but you know, Brie Larson has standards. You have to, I don't know, first you have to have a vagina or not have a white penis. So one of those two things, and you will get to interview Brie Larson on her press tour. Let's look down here for some clarification, because surely she can't be this stupid. Wrong. Brie Larson is committed to making the press tour for Captain Marvel as inclusive as possible. Now, as I've told you before, whenever I see the words inclusive and diversity, I am going to list them. I recommend that you do the same. Why? Because they're SJW buzzwords, and they mean the opposite of what they actually normally mean when they're spoken by normal people. Inclusive normally is meant to mean everyone. Everyone gets to do it. It doesn't mean that when SJWs say it. When Brie Larson says inclusive, she means, I don't know, I want more POC asking me questions. I want more WOC asking me more questions. I want more LGBTQ asking me questions. I want less EVS. Less EVS asking me questions. That's what inclusive means. And I don't feel included, Brie, by your standards of inclusivity. For her recent interview with Marie Claire, the Oscar-winning actress handpicked Kia Brown. Sorry, Michael White. Kia Brown is her interviewer. Brown called the designation the biggest opportunity she's had in her career and noted that nobody usually wants to take a chance on a disabled journalist. So I guess Kia Brown is in a wheelchair. By becoming more active in determining her press opportunities, Larson is hoping to heighten inclusive voices. I see. Well, she's in a wheelchair, so why don't you just stop it with words like heighten? It's very ableist. About a year ago, I started paying attention to what my press days look like and the critics reviewing movies, and noticed it appeared to be overwhelmingly white male, Larson said when asked about her reasons for choosing Brown as her interviewer. So I spoke to Dr. Stacy Smith. Look at this con right here. I can see it already. The USC Annenberg Inclusion Initiative. Whoa, it's a hive of SJWs. Guys, if you own a business, be careful. SJWs kind of burrow their way into big corporations, big companies, in ways that involve them not having to do any actual work, but have maximum power and control. Okay, so they create things like the Inclusion Initiative. Aren't you for diversity and inclusion? Our job is to monitor your business and to make sure that, diversity and inclusion standards are met. Before you know it, you are going to be sitting in some kind of inclusion and diversity initiative class where you have to listen to a couple of weirdos whine about how you're not sensitive enough as a man, and you need to fix that, or your ass is going to be out on the street. So, get these people out of here. If there are, do not let them get into HR, do not let these people get involved with your company, your business at all. They're going to ruin it. They just want power and control. They do not care about you actually making money. Brie Larson doesn't really care either. She doesn't care about Disney making money off this movie. This is all about her. You'll see. All right. Who put together a study to confirm that. Moving forward, I decided to make sure my press days were more inclusive. After speaking with you, the film critic Valerie Complex, is her real last name Complex? Where's she from? Where does that name hail from? Complex. And a few other women of color, it sounded like across the board they weren't getting the same opportunities as others. When I talked to the facilities that weren't providing it, they all had different excuses. They probably said, go away. Go away. That's my excuse to Brie Larson. Larson's celebrity is about to hit new heights with the release of Captain Marvel. Yeah, I know. Alden Ehrenreich thought the same thing. Wait until the movie actually comes out, Brie. The first solo outing for a female superhero in the decades-old Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, there have been plenty of female superheroes on the screen. There's only been one from Marvel. That's Elektra. People are kind of sweeping her under the carpet and pretending that movie never happened because it was awful. Just like this movie's probably going to be awful. Having said that, Marvel has a real problem with female superheroes. If you look at their roster of female superheroes, they don't really have a Wonder Woman. They don't really have a standalone female hero. The female heroes are all subjugated, in groups, okay? Or just like Pac-Man has Miss Pac-Man, there's She-Hulk to the Hulk. You have Spider-Man, so you've got Spider-Woman. That is kind of the way it tends to work over at Marvel. In order to create new female heroes, Marvel actually turned Iron Man into a little black girl. They turned Thor into a woman. All of these things, it's still the same. It's just white males that you turned into, that you pretty much turned into diverse replacements. That's what Comicsgate's all about. But they've never really created a standalone female hero. Never. Until now. They had to go dig through their garbage, and they found a character called Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. And they thought to themselves, ooh, our company is named Marvel. This is just brilliant. Now all they needed to do was make an interesting character, which they failed to do. They actually failed to make Carol Danvers into an interesting character. The most interesting thing about Carol Danvers, for non-comic book fans, is that Rogue from the X-Men stole her powers once by touching her. And became more powerful as Rogue, and that was interesting. But other than that, Captain Marvel is a big zero, and that's the thing. So Marvel Cinematic Universe has an uphill battle to wage when they're trying to put more females on the screen. They don't have them. They don't really have them unless they want to do an Invisible Woman solo movie or something. The actress said the role has given her an opportunity to begin working on solutions in Hollywood gender parity. I want to go out of my way to connect the dots, Larson said. It just took me using the power that I've been given now as Captain Marvel. You don't strictly have any power, Brie Larson. You don't. I don't want you jumping off a bridge and finding out, okay? You can't fly. You can't shoot little beams out of your hands. You don't really have any power. Okay? The role comes with all these privileges and powers. That's the second time she said power. That make me feel uncomfortable because I don't really need any of them. It's a byproduct of the profession and a sign of the times. This woman, whatever she says, she means the opposite of. She's fully aware and she's very conscious of her privileges that she gets and the powers that come with it. And yes, she does need them. And no, it doesn't make her feel uncomfortable. She is humble bragging to you right now. She's humble bragging about how this job has made her a big star. She feels, and this is going to be absolutely incredible. She thinks this has blown the roof off of everything. And you remember back when Captain Marvel first appeared on Entertainment Weekly, on the cover of Entertainment Weekly, and she tweeted out, "Yeah, we're going to blow the roof off it with this one, aren't we?" And then everybody was like, "What?" Just a picture of her in the Captain Marvel suit, and everybody went, everybody kind of sighed. A couple of pictures of her, in a green costume reading a newspaper. It was pretty depressing and weird. But Brie Larson, in her own head, thinks that she is probably the biggest thing in the world at this point. So everything that she says, she's humble bragging, and she kind of means the opposite of it. That's kind of how you can assess a personality like Brie Larson. It's a byproduct of the profession and a sign of the times, but any uncomfortableness I feel is balanced by the knowledge that it gives me the ability to advocate for myself and others. Yeah, right. Larson made headlines last year for calling out the gender imbalance within the film criticism world. While accepting an award at the Crystal and Lucy Awards, Larson called the lack of equal representation among critics an issue that's been bubbling. Well, I don't know. Take it, Toms. Am I saying I hate white dudes? Larson said. No, I'm not. Yes, she is. Okay. Yes, she is. That is exactly how to read this comment from Brie Larson. She does hate white dudes, or else we wouldn't be having... This article wouldn't exist. She does. She blames white dudes for everything that's wrong with the world. She feels awful about being white, I guess. I don't know. I don't really understand what her deal is. But yeah, she's a typical SJW. She wants to virtue signal to people who are not white that she's embarrassed of being white. She sees... she sees the victim and victimizer status of every human being that she bumps into entirely based around surface traits like skin color and gender. So that's what SJWs are. That's what Brie Larson is. No, I'm not. But if you make a movie that is a love letter to women of color, there's an insanely low chance a woman of color will have a chance to see your movie and review your movie. Why is that? I'm pretty sure women of color do get to the movies, Brie Larson. What country do you live in? You live in the United States of America, the greatest country on the face of the earth, and our people of color actually do have some privilege here. They do have $18 to go see your movie. Maybe you need to get out and meet some of these people, and you'll see. All right. Anyway, so thanks for watching. If you like this content, if you're enjoying this channel, why not subscribe? Why not check and make sure that you're still subscribed? We need you here. YouTube unsubscribes people randomly. It's really creepy, really soy-based and weird. So just make sure that you're still subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications because we do live streams. They're a lot of fun, and you want to make sure that you get the invitation to be a part of it. So yeah, subscribe. Please like this video, share this video, and all of that. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Happy to have you here. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey 08053. And I'll probably open it up on a live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there. Show your friends you support independent comics while showing the world who you back in the fight against the swarm with the brand new Cyberfrog t-shirt from Crypto Fashion and Comic Artist Pro Secret. Sizes come in small to 5XL, and take your choice of colors between navy blue, white, and black. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and order the Fandom Menace, Go Get Daddy's Belt, Tico, and Soilo t-shirts as well. Link is below in the description. You're going to look great. People love these shirts. They fit wonderfully. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video and want to become part of this community, subscribe to this channel by clicking the Laughing Man face logo right on your screen. Ring the bell for notifications as well. You'll never miss a live chat. And stay tuned, another video by Comic Artist Pro Secrets is coming right up.